Hey everybody. So this is Freya, the Raven's operations officer. So as we posted a few days ago and as well as yesterday, we are celebrating our 7th anniversary as a chapter today. So it is very exciting. It's been an awesome 7 years. We are very lucky and very fortunate, to have a great crew, a great group of people that's working with us, spreading the love, and of course, keeping the faith alive. I mean, that's definitely something that, just because Battlestar Galactica is not on the air any longer doesn't mean that, that's something that it has to go away. Us as fans, that's what keeps the show, keeps the faith alive, and it makes us such a great group of people to be around with. So I kind of want to give us a few minutes, let some other people join the chat. I see we got a couple already watching the video. I know everyone is very excited to get started with the trivia, but we're going to give it a few. I want to make sure that we have enough people, that way give you guys a fair shot. As far as, with the trivia questions, and make sure everything is good to go. So that's definitely something, that we're very happy. Couple of updates. I know we've been talking a lot about this on the page, but we have Comic Palooza coming up in Houston. That's over Memorial Day weekend in May. So we will be celebrating, 40 years of Battlestar Galactica. So, I mean, who would have imagined back in 1978 when the series started, that it would have gained the following that it did. And as we know, the big proponent of that was Richard Hatch. And I know that with his passing last year, that we all have felt that loss, and I know that there's a lot of us who go to conventions that have missed seeing his face this last year. Where we normally would see him, there's been a little bit of gap there, but, we've had tremendous, tremendous tributes that I've seen out there, from our group, from other groups as well. This last year at DragonCon, I was very fortunate to be able to attend the tribute panel that was hosted there for Richard. So, as we do like to say, Richard, your light continues to shine on, and we absolutely will keep the faith alive for you. Especially with everything that you've built and that you helped contributed, not only to the original series, but as well as the reimagined, back in the 2000s. So I know at Comic Palooza again this year, I'm sure we'll have some other tributes set up for Richard. The big talk has been around our Team BSG Viper. I know that most of you guys that were watching live last year during Comic Palooza, and those of you who were there with us, got to see the start of our Viper. This team is amazing. I cannot, just believe all the great craftsmanship that our master builder has, that they've been doing with this. I mean, it's going to be a full-size Viper, and we're going to have it done, and we will get to see it at Comic Palooza. I mean, this is just incredible. The cockpit alone last year I thought was huge, and it's amazing, but this, just from the updates that I've seen, it's been really great. So that's definitely something that we're looking forward to. If you're not following their page, again, it's Team BSG Viper. Check them out. There's a lot of updates on the builds that you see. You'll see videos and photos. Even a local news station did a little tidbit on them. So I mean, definitely it's a lot of fun seeing it from as far away as I am from them, and I can't wait to get to see it in person. So oh yeah, absolutely, Jennifer. Yeah, the updates are amazing, and I know that I can't hear enough good things about it. And like I said, I'm super excited. In 2 months now, just about, that we get to see it in person. So, other than that, I know it's about 2:05 Eastern time. So, I'll give it just another minute or so. Let's see who else joins the broadcast, and then we'll get to why everybody's here. Everybody wants to do the trivia. So, couple of things. I know we kind of did our first live trivia last year at Comic Palooza, and so we kind of wanted to do the same thing, especially with this being our 7th anniversary as a chapter. We want to thank you guys, because without you, we wouldn't be here. Like I said, especially as BSG fans, I mean, this is so much fun. So the way that this is going to work, so again, I've split this up into 2 videos. So we have this one that's now at 2 o'clock Eastern time, and then tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time, 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing a second video, so that way those who are out on the West Coast, or if you're during the workday, you're not able to get into this video, you still have an opportunity to get in and to have a chance to win some stuff. So. So just to let you guys know as well, so the Raven Actual and the Marine OIC, they are on their lunch break, and they are watching us live too. So you may see them pop in and out here too, as far as leaving us a message or anything. So very excited to have them in attendance as well. So I'm sure you guys also saw the other day, we had an addition to our battle group. So I do also want to give a very, very warm welcome to our sister club in the United Kingdom. So we do have an addition with our newest Gunstar escort. Joseph, I don't know Vampire. I don't think Actual and the Marine OIC, I don't think that they would be able to bring him in. So they're watching in their office. So I don't know if we can actually get them on camera, but because it is during the workday, I don't want to interrupt their work schedule. So, all right. So without further ado, I got 2:07 on the clock. So the way this trivia is going to work, I have 6 questions that I'm going to ask. They are a mixture of original series and the reimagined series. So with this I know the big thing is the challenge coin. I know that's what you guys all want. That's why you tuned in. So here's the way it's going to work. I have 4 of the questions that I'm going to ask today are going to be geared around, you get the answer correct, you get some Raven swag. Whether it's a lanyard, a button, we'll work that out and we'll send that to you. And then the final 2 questions, it's going to be 1 original series and 1 reimagined series. So these 2 questions are going to be for the challenge coin. So the way this is going to work is, if you answer the first question correctly for the challenge coin, you must answer the second question. So the way it's going to work is, if you answer the first question correctly, I'm going to give you an opportunity to answer the second question, and it will be timed. Now, for any of these, I'm going to say, we all act with integrity, no cheating. I mean, no Googling, just kidding. But no, seriously, I want you to test your knowledge and your memory with that. Because, that's definitely something that, it's fun. We all have watched the show many, many times. I'm sure a lot of us quote it with our friends and, and have fun with that. So, I want to make these hard. So, if you know the answers, that's awesome. The first person that I see come up on the screen with the correct answer will be the winner for that. And again, so for the first 4 questions are going to be geared around the Raven swag. So it's just one answer and one prize. And then the last 2 questions, you have to answer both of them correct in order to qualify to get the challenge coin. So with that, is everybody ready to get started? And let's have some fun with some trivia. I'll give y'all just a second. That way you can get your typing fingers ready, okay? All right. So the first question is going to be an original series question, okay? So in the original series, what is the name of the Cylon Empire's outer capital? So again, in the original series, what is the name of the Cylon Empire's outer capital? So I am going to try to time these a little bit too, so that way if it does go on a little bit, I can always skip it and come back to it if needed. So, but again, question number 1 for some Raven swag is, in the original series, what is the name of the Cylon Empire's outer capital? I know we have a lot of original series fans out there, and I know you guys know this a lot. You know, I've actually been watching the original series. I had recorded all on my DVR from MeTV. Ah, awesome, Vampire. Yep. Sorry, Jennifer. Vampire got you first. So good job, Joseph. That is correct. It is Gamma Ray. So awesome. All right. It took y'all just a few to kind of get your typing fingers up and working, didn't you? Oh, come on, Mick Mo. You could have answered that one too. You know, there's nothing that says that, you know, you have to, you know, just answer one question. So, all right. So awesome. All right. So we ready for the second question? So again, so these are going to be a mix of the original series and the reimagined series. So this question number 2 for Raven Swag, is for the reimagined series. So in the reimagined series, the episode Colonial Day, President Rosalind had a candidate in mind for vice president, but at the last minute, she asked them to step down in favor of Gaius Baltar. What was the name of the first candidate that she wanted for her vice president? I know that's a little bit of a long one. So, again, in the reimagined series, in the episode Colonial Day, President Rosalind had a candidate in mind for vice president that she wanted them to run. At the last minute, she asked them to step down in favor of Gaius Baltar. So what was the name of the first candidate that she wanted to be the vice president? Like I said, I wanted to make these a little bit harder, especially since there's fewer, and you know the stakes are a little raised with that. So that's definitely something that, you know, politics did have a big influence, you know, throughout the show, especially within the first season, second season. I mean, you know, that's definitely something, you know, we got to see quite a bit of presidential elections. All right, well, Mick Mo, if you watched it the other day, so what is it? Come on, I know you just got the series on DVD for Christmas, even if it was a little bit of a late Christmas gift, so I know you've been rewatching it. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that, you know, with the politics, religion was another big theme as well too. They, you know, absolutely did a great job picking out very relevant topics and items for us to do. So again, the question, I'm going to do it one more time. In the Reimagined series, in the episode Colonial Day, President Rosalind had a candidate in mind for vice president, but at the last minute, she asked them to step down in favor of Gaius Baltar. What was the name of the first candidate? All right, I'll give it just another few moments, and then we'll move on to the next one. So, anybody? Just again, this question is for some Raven swag. Whether it's going to be a lanyard or a button, one of the neat glow-in-the-dark bracelets, you know. So we do have quite a bit of different things that are eligible for this one. So, all right, I tell you what, we'll move on from that question since I don't have any answers quite yet. So, all right, so let's do this. So question number 3. So we're going to go back to the original series here, okay? So in the original series. In the original series episode Gun on Ice Planet Zero, what is the name of the exiled golden-hued first Centaurian? So again, in the original series episode Gun on Ice Planet Zero, what is the name of the exiled golden-hued first Centaurian? Any of my original series people, come on, I know you guys know this too, so Nope, not quite. Not on this one. So again, the episode Vampire, it's Gun on Ice Planet Zero. So that's the episode that we're looking for. So who was the golden-hued first Centaurian that was exiled? Yes, that is correct, Vampire. Yep. Volpa was the exiled golden-hued first Centaurian in that episode. Yes, that is very good. Very correct. Awesome. All right. So Vampire has 2 answers right now. So, wow. All right. All right. So this has been kind of fun so far. So I'm super excited that we've had an opportunity to do this. And I know we're just about halfway through with it, but I do want to say thanks. Thanks for everybody coming and joining, watching the live video. So let's do this. So let's move right into question number 4. So again, I'm going to jump back to the Reimagine series. Okay. So in the Reimagine series, the episode "The Farm," when Commander Adama goes to the morgue and sees Boomer's body, he asked her what question? So in the Reimagine series, in the episode "The Farm," Commander Dama goes to the morgue to see Boomer's body. He asks her what question? Any thoughts? This definitely was a very impactful scene. What was really great is, you could see Commander Adama and Edward James Olmos playing him with just such emotion. It was very, very powerful. He treated, he loved everybody, all of his crew members like family, but especially Boomer. He did have a unique connection with her too, and you definitely felt his betrayal. So, nope. Not sorry, Nick. The answer is not how many. So I'll give the question one more time. So in the Reimagine series episode "The Farm," when Commander Adama goes to the morgue to see Boomer's body, he asks her what question? And of course, think about this because she's in the morgue. She's no longer living. Absolutely, yes, McMo. That is very correct. Yep, he asked her why. So like I said, he has the as far as with that, he has the like I said, that emotion with him as far as when he's asking that question. So all right, so let's do this. So we got 2 final questions left. I don't want to take a whole lot more time. Like I said, I know it's during a lot of your work days. So let's get to the final 2 questions, which are going to be for the challenge coin. So just to kind of recap, just in case you weren't here at the beginning when we were kind of talking about this. So these final 2 questions are going to be for the challenge coin. Now, the way that this is going to work, again, is it's going to be 1 original series question and 1 Reimagine series question. If you answer the first question correct, then you will have the opportunity to answer the second question. Now, I'm only going to give 1 person the opportunity to do this because you have to answer both questions correct. If we do not get a correct answer for both questions, then this particular challenge coin, it will go, unawarded for right now. So that's definitely something. So get your thinking caps on. So if you answer the first question correctly, I will call your name, and then I'll give you the second question, and you will have up to 1 minute to answer the second question. So is everybody ready? All right, so the first question of the 2 to be able to potentially win the challenge coin. So the first question, in the Reimagine series, at the beginning of each episode, the survivor count is shown. Now, if you remember that, you always see it on the whiteboard in President Rosalind's office, right? So between the first count, which was the first episode of the first series, which was the episode called 33, which is my favorite, and the final count, which was the episode Daybreak Part 3. how many people have been lost total? So I know that's a little bit of a long one. So in the Reimagine series, at the beginning of each episode, there is the survivor count that is shown. Between the episode 33, which was the first episode and the first count, and the final count, which was episode Daybreak Part 3, how many people have been lost total? Now, if you remember, with that is the survivor count, it fluctuated quite a bit. It went up and it went down. With that is, especially when the Pegasus showed up, the count went up dramatically. And then when we got into the New Caprica episodes, that's something that, we lost a lot of people, in New Caprica, and with the rescue mission that they came in and got that. But it's one of those of, there was a lot of people that, did have an impact when you look at the survivor count. So in the Reimagine series, what was really neat, which I really liked if you didn't catch it at first, that's definitely something that, if you noticed, I think it took me a couple episodes when I first watched it to realize, hey, that number did change like every episode. From the very first episode, 33, that did show a survivor count. So once the miniseries was done, they had a count of everybody, that had survived the attack. And then the very last episode, Daybreak Part 3, that's definitely something that they were able to do that. So any takers, so any ideas how many people, when you take the very first count and subtract it from the people from the very last count that was given? Anybody have any guesses? Make a guess, as far as with that. I mean, if you think about it, I'll give you guys a little bit of a hint. There was thousands of people, that were first kind of given on there. As far as that survived the miniseries, that first count was over over 30,000. So I'm going to so there was more than that started off with. So how many do you think that we ended with? So any guesses? Come on, just give me a guess as far as how many people do you think overall between the series, between the beginning and the end that we kind of lost. So any guesses? Not quite, John. So I tell you what, let's see. I'll take one more guess. So John said that he thought that there was about 23,000 that were dead. As far as with that, they didn't lose that many people. As far as with that, so I'll give you guys about 20, 30 more seconds. And then I tell you what, we'll wrap it up. And unless I get a correct answer, I'll even take a closer guesstimate, because I know it's an exact answer, maybe a little difficult with that. So I'll give y'all just a few more to kind of get a guess in there as far as with that. So good guess, Vampire. So with that is so we're little shy with that. So I'll tell you what, I'll hold on that one. In that case, I'll hold on the second question too, since we don't have a correct answer for the first one. I don't want to get any hopes up with the second one. So we'll do that. So I do want to say, again, thank you guys for joining us. As far as with that, it's definitely something that we've enjoyed these last 7 years, and we know we're going to have many, many more. That's definitely something that, we're expanding. We enjoy, getting to interact with you guys, on the Facebook page, at the conventions that we go to. I know that we got Comic Palooza coming up again here in a couple months in May over Memorial Day weekend in Houston. I know we will have, more live videos going on during that convention, as well as if we're able to get out and do any other conventions this year. We'll try to make sure to get some live videos. Again, keep an eye out on Team BSG Viper. Check out their Facebook page. We definitely try to share their videos of the build. There's, like I said, this full-size Viper is going to be awesome. So again, stay tuned. I'll be back on this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and so we'll have another round with questions, completely different questions, second time around. So you can't use the answers from this one because we're gonna have some different things. Again, we'll be doing a mixture of reimagined questions in the original series, and we'll be giving out some Raven swag. And next time we'll have 2 challenge coins up for grab too. So I definitely want to say thanks for joining me. This is Freya, Raven's operations officer, and I'm going to be signing off. Thanks so much for joining me.